Good morning, everybody. So great to see a packed house here. We have a wonderful celebration planned this morning for you and your friends and family. I'm Michael Betts. I'm president of Walden University, and it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Walden University's 74th commencement ceremony. Commencement is a landmark event in the lives of you, our graduates, and your families. This is an occasion for all of us to express our pride in your accomplishments. I hope you had a chance to see some of the words of congratulation from our faculty before the ceremony. These messages celebrate all that you've accomplished and can be viewed on the commencement showroom if you missed them. Not only is this a chance to celebrate this academic milestone, but also a reminder of the value and joy of being together as a community. As we begin our ceremony today, I would like to acknowledge an integral part of our community, Walden University's Board of Directors. Their devotion to our mission and our students has made us the thriving, distinctive institution that we are today. I ask that all of our board members please stand so that we may recognize you. A community is sustained not only by those who lead it, but by every individual who is shared in its mission. And while commencement is a joyous occasion, it is also a time of reflection. As we gather today, we feel the absence of those remarkable people who are no longer here to share their light with us. At this time, let us remember those in the Walden community we have lost since the last commencement and recognize their impact on Walden's legacy. The names of these individuals are in your commencement book on page 19 and can be found online on the Walden commencement page. Please join me in honoring their memories with a moment of silence. Thank you. Walden celebrates commencement twice a year, and this celebration is one that spans the globe. The stunning display of flags on the screens represent the 89 countries that our graduates currently call home, from Canada to Zimbabwe. I'm always inspired when so many members of our global learning community come together in one place. There's another vibrant part of the Walden community we'd like to acknowledge, our alumni network. You will hear more about the network later in the program when each of you officially joins the ranks of the Walden Alumni Network. There are so many more graduates celebrating with us around the world that will also be your fellow alumni. It's so wonderful to be able to see our graduates here today in person, and I look forward to celebrating many more on February 7th at our virtual ceremony. You've shared photos in your regalia with your spouses, children, and families, celebrating in some of your favorite locations. These moments you captured are a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You've overcome challenges and achieved remarkable things. You might have caught some of those graduate photos as you joined us in the room today, and we will play a tribute to highlight some of our favorites later in the ceremony. And as we celebrate this momentous occasion, let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Sue Subocz, Walden University Associate President and Provost.
Wow, what a day. We are here in the sunshine, and it's snowing every other place in the world, it seems, huh? We're glad you made it, and hope you can soak in some of that sunshine. And there's lots of sunshine here in this room today, so I'd like to take just a moment and soak it in. This is your day, your moment. And I know for a fact that none of you got here alone. So I'd like to take a second to have you turn to someone near you and say, "We did it." That felt good, didn't it? All right, that's my cue to say we're allowed to have fun today. Because success is never about one person. It's about the community that lifts us. And Michael talked about it, being here together. That's enough reason to have fun. But also, looking back on the things that people did for you to get you here. The late night pep talks, probably from someone sitting here next to you. The sacrifices the people around you made to help you get here. And most of all, I'd like to reflect on the small kindnesses that brought you here today. So as we celebrate, I'd like to acknowledge something important. You are not the same person you were when you started this journey. First of all, you're more tired. But earning this degree has changed you. It's equipped you with knowledge, skills, and perspectives. You've learned to persevere, to think critically, and to solve real problems. You've discovered your capacity to lead, to innovate, and to serve. You are now prepared to make a real impact in your profession, your community, and in the world. Whether you're entering a new role, advancing in your field, or launching big ideas, today marks the moment you move from learning to leading. Your Walden preparation gives you the tools, but importantly, it's your values which will guide how you use them. And there is one value I want to lift up today. If you've heard me speak before, you know I often talk about inclusivity, and it's a cornerstone of who we are. But today I want to focus on something just as powerful: kindness. And when I say that, people think, oh, being polite. I don't think kindness is about being polite. I think kindness is courageous. It's a decision you decide to be kind, to truly listen and respond with empathy rather than reaction. And people think it's soft. Kindness is not soft, nor is it easy. In fact, it's often the harder path. It's the one that builds bridges, breaks down barriers, and opens doors that intellect alone never could. I've also come to believe that the kindest person in the room is probably also the smartest, because kindness gathers people, focuses energy, and turns intention into real impact. And that brings me to a line that has guided me and might guide you too. I'm going to take a little chance and try to make this a little interactive. In a class this size, they say don't do that, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'd like you to listen closely and see if you can guess who said these words. Quote, "The ideals which have lighted my way and time after time have given me new courage to face life cheerfully have been kindness, beauty, and truth." Who do you think said that? Maya Angelou, maybe? Mother Teresa? Gandhi? Martin Luther King Jr.? Nelson Mandela? My guess was the Dalai Lama. I was wrong. It was Albert Einstein. Right, the same Einstein known for scientific genius. And even he recognized that it wasn't his brilliance. It was kindness, beauty, and truth that are the real sources of courage and inspiration. So how do we turn that insight into impact? Today, tomorrow, and in the years ahead. I say let kindness be your leadership strategy. In the workplace, lead meetings that invite voices, especially the quiet ones. Make kindness the standard for collaboration and problem solving. And in community service, choose actions that remove barriers. A mentoring call, a resource shared, an introduction made. There are plenty of small kindnesses to go around, and they scale into big outcomes. In moments of pressure, when it's tempting to be loud or simply right, be the person who listens first, clarifies, and builds solutions. That's what Walden prepared leaders do. Your degree proves you can master complex ideas. Your kindness will prove that you can move people, and that is how change happens. And before I close, I want to leave you with a challenge and an identity to carry forward. What will people remember about you and the choices you make? It's not likely to be that piece of paper you'll leave here with today. It will be your kindness, our kindness, strong, collective, and unstoppable. Let it be the way you create opportunity, strengthen your community, and inspire others to do the same. You are prepared. You are Walden prepared. And you are not the same anymore. And the world needs leaders who act with integrity and compassion. Be that leader. Let kindness be how you lead and why your leadership lasts beyond you. You've already shown the world what real power looks like. I know you've all displayed acts of kindness, big and small, throughout your journey, and you've been the recipient of those too. As part of the Walden community, you will join more than 200,000 alumni who've seen the same experience and are making their mark through compassion and action. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are beyond proud of you. I know you're going to go forward, let your kindness shine, and make the impact you are prepared for. And with that, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a group of people doing just that. Strong, kind, intelligent people in our audience. I ask that all of our academic leaders and faculty members here today please stand or otherwise signify your presence and be recognized. Our next speaker, Dr. Gregory Campbell, is a core faculty member in public policy and administration who embodies the bridge between academic scholarship and real-world executive leadership. A Walden PhD graduate and senior federal executive, Dr. Campbell has spent more than 2 decades facilitating growth for leaders at every level. He is a renowned author and an expert in emotional intelligence who is committed to fostering collaboration and excellence. Please welcome Dr. Gregory Campbell.
Woo! President, Provost, and distinguished guests, faculty, proud families, most importantly, the unstoppable Walden graduates of 2025, congratulations! What an honor it is to stand before you today. I want to tell you 3 things. First, how your life changes the moment you decide to think differently. Second, how a 7th grade English teacher named Miss Jackson awakened the greatness in me, and how someone in your lives have done the same for you. And third, how Walden has prepared you, not just to know your purpose, but to live it, to move from your why to your how, and to walk out of this ceremony as true agents of social change. And when we're done, my hope is that you will walk out of here with one clear conviction: you have been transformed. Walden transformed. And you know, transformed people transform the world. You've survived late night writing sessions like I did, early morning discussions, endless revisions, and yes, APA 7, which at times felt like the 7th plague of Egypt. But despite all of that, you didn't just earn a degree. You completed a journey of transformation. And every person in this room here, because you refused to quit. For me, that journey just didn't begin in a classroom. It began in Compton, California, Hub City, the home of Venus and Serena Williams, but also the home of the Crips and Blood gangs. Long before I became Dr. Campbell, I was just a young kid learning that emotional intelligence wasn't an academic subject, it was a survival skill. In Compton, you learn self-awareness by knowing which streets to avoid. You learn self-management by holding your composure when everything around you said otherwise. You learn social awareness by reading people before they spoke. And relationship management, well, you mastered that early because one wrong relationship could change the direction of your life. I grew up with more family members in jail than in college. No one in my family had ever graduated from college. By all statistical predictions, I wasn't supposed to be here today, but God. One day, something shifted, not in my environment, but in my mind. I made a quiet decision, a personal vow, that I would not just react to life, but I would choose how to live it. And that was the moment I became what I call a thinking being. That decision carried me from Compton to college, from college to the United States Postal Inspection Service, from field work to executive leadership, from student to scholar, and from dreamer to doctor. But if we're being honest, that seed of transformation, it didn't start in adulthood. It began much earlier with a teacher named Miss Jackson. Now, I'm sure I received positive reinforcement at some other points in elementary school, but I don't remember any of them. What I do remember is my 7th grade English teacher, Miss Jackson. She was small in stature, but enormous in expectation. She was the only teacher who called me Mr. Campbell every single day. At the time, I thought she was picking on me because she demanded more of me than anyone else. But the truth was, she saw something in me that I could not see in myself. One day she said, Mr. Campbell, I need to see you at my desk after class. Now, when a teacher says your name twice like that, you know something is coming. Well, I sat through the rest of the class, sweating, trying to figure out what I had did wrong. And when I approached her at the desk, she looked up at me with complete seriousness and said, Mr. Campbell, I'm disappointed in you. I swallowed hard and I said, why, Miss Jackson? She replied, you missed one word on the spelling test. You can do better. There is greatness in you, and I expect better. It was in that moment, right there at her desk, that my entire mindset changed. I shifted from fear of failure to belief in possibility. Y'all know, for the first time in my life, I believed that I could be the first in my family to attend and graduate from college. And I did. So today, I say again, thank you, Miss Jackson. Because many of you had a Miss Jackson in your life too. Someone who believed in you before you believed in yourself. Someone whose voice carried you to this moment. And now, graduates, the world needs you to become the voice for someone else. That brings us to why we're here today, your Walden transformation. Mark Twain once said, that the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you discover why. But through 57 years of my life, leadership and lessons, I've learned that there's a third day, the day you learn how to live your why. Because purpose without practice is potential without power. I like to say it this way: information plus application equals transformation. Walden didn't just give you information, it equipped you with application. You've learned how to think, how to question, how to analyze, and how to create change. That's why today is not just a celebration of what you've learned, it's a launch into what you will apply. Let me leave you with 3 lessons that have shaped my life, and I hope they will shape yours. First, you can't transform what you can't see. Self-awareness is the beginning of transformation. It is both a mirror and a map, revealing where you are and guiding you where you're going. Second, habits build leaders. Your degree didn't just happen because you wished for it. It happened because you built habits, consistent, deliberate, repeated habits. And as I teach, transformation begins when awareness creates a pause and a better choice. Kindness, as Dr. Seuss said. Finally, you must move from your why to your how, and then move your feet. People often say, God, order my steps. But how can he order your steps if you don't move your feet? The world is full of people who know why things need to change. But the world desperately needs people who know how to change them and who are willing to take action. Your communities need you. Your organizations need you. Your families need you more now than ever. So as I close, let me remind you of what you've heard from me today. You've learned that transformation begins when you decide to think differently. You've learned that your greatness, like mine, was awakened when someone saw it before I did. And you've learned that Walden has prepared you not just to know your purpose, but to live it boldly, courageously, and intentionally. So as you step into the next chapter of your life, remember, there is greatness in you. Know your why, master your how, and move your feet. Congratulations, world changers. Now go transform the world.
Whew. What a powerful message. Everybody ready to move their feet today? I sure am. And thank you, Dr. Campbell. You continue to be a point of inspiration for this class of graduates, future students, and for that we are grateful. And now, with no further ado, the moment you've been waiting for. Walden graduates, it is my pleasure to ask Tony Freeman, Chair of the Walden University Board of Directors, to join me on stage for the conferral of your degrees. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Business Administration, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Healthcare Administration, Doctor of Human Services, Doctor of Information Technology, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Philosophy. They just can't help themselves. Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Public Health, Doctor of Psychology and Behavioral Health Leadership, and the Doctor of Social Work. Please rise or otherwise signify your presence. Okay, I want to be sure we didn't miss anyone. So if you're getting a doctorate degree today, you should be standing. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these enthusiastic candidates who have completed all of their doctoral requirements.
Candidates, upon the authority vested in the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the doctoral degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Doctoral graduates, you may be seated. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise or otherwise signify your presence? These include candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Information Systems Management, Master of Philosophy, Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Health, Master of School Counseling, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Social Work. They outnumber you social workers, but I think maybe you had them. Let's give it one more go. Let's start with social work this time. Master of Social Work. Master of Science in Nursing. All right, how about the rest of you? All other master's degrees. It's getting closer every time. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these highly enthusiastic master's candidates who have completed all of their degree requirements.
Yes, they're enthusiastic. It's my pleasure, candidates, upon the authority vested in the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Master's graduates, you may be seated. And as you take your seats, I'd like you to think back just a little bit to that bachelor's degree and how hard that was. All those gen eds, you kept saying, why am I doing this? You know now, by the way. And I'd like you to take that enthusiasm and help our bachelor students as we recognize them in the next part of our ceremony. So I ask, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work please rise or otherwise signify your presence? Master's students, you can do better than that for them. Give it up for them. Come on. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these enthusiastic candidates who have completed all of the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work.
Candidates, upon the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Bachelor's graduates, you may be seated. Before we ask our graduates to join me on stage, I'd like to mention that you'll see a few of them wearing various cords or stoles. These accessories often symbolize academic achievement or membership in one of our elite honor societies. Some wear a teal stole with the Walden University seal. This stole represents their special affiliation as employees of Walden and the Adtalem family. Others are wearing teal and white braided cords to signify they are a lifelong learner with Walden, having earned more than one degree with Walden University. You may also see our undergraduate Academy scholars wearing maroon and silver cords. These indicates students who started and completed their entire undergraduate degree, all 161 credits at Walden University. The graduate recognition portion of the ceremony will start with the hooding of the doctoral graduates. The presentation of the academic hood is a powerful and highly symbolic moment, one that we do a little differently here at Walden, in a way that reflects our commitment to community. Once a graduate has been hooded, they will hood the next graduate in a chain that connects everyone to each other in this celebratory moment. Doctoral graduates, once you have been hooded, you will take the place of the graduate who hooded you, and you will hood the next graduate. Once you have finished hooding the graduate behind you, you may cross the stage, collect your diploma cover, exit the stage, and return to your seat. It's the first application of your PhD is following all those instructions. Now let's begin individually recognizing our graduates. Will the doctoral candidates please join me on stage to receive your academic hoods?
Dr. Shewanui Lurker. Dr. Dan Ugochukwu Duro. Dr. Olga Natalia Hernandez Perez. Dr. Eddie Darcy Perez. Dr. Andy Karim Impele. Dr. Lena Marie Heinen. Dr. Anthony Fox. Dr. Conrado Agustin Martin, Jr. Dr. Barinda Hollis Sapp. Dr. Sharnella Boykins. Dr. Kimberly Seid. Dr. Amy Ashton Williams. Dr. Alicia D. Melnick. Dr. Amir Terry. Dr. Chandra L. Goodwin. Dr. Olivia O'Hare. Dr. Napoleon Oyibo Wokomo. Dr. Robert Louis Burries. Dr. Masai A. Martin. Dr. Marta Betizing Guzman. Dr. Isaac Numa Yah. Dr. Rafael Foloruncio. Dr. Kanayo Omonuju. Dr. Ino Ogok. Dr. Sasha Anderson. Dr. Dana Elaine Lowe. Dr. Temitope Akinsola. Dr. Nilofar Mirza. Dr. Julian Rivera Rodriguez. Dr. LaSharie Rogers. Dr. Arquina Charbonniel Daly. Dr. Ann Neville. Dr. Gatluak Paul. Dr. Marcy J. Watkins. Dr. Stephanie File. Dr. Simone Simmons. Dr. Rachel Garitano. Dr. Wayne Mingo. Dr. Latonya Motley DeLucia. Dr. Jessica Denise Huffman. Dr. Valora Bishop. Dr. Lila Monique Grooms. Dr. Erica K. Evans. Dr. Christine Elizabeth Fitiere. Dr. Dr. Natalie M. Johnson. Dr. Kelly Louise Ampre. Dr. Don Agdumar Jean. Dr. Ben Hudson. Dr. Anna Nicole Hermanson Hartwig. Dr. Taryn Nicole Thompson. Dr. Quentin E. Mills. Dr. Edward Pope. Dr. Barbara Thornton. Dr. Tamika Arlene Elizabeth Evans. Dr. Jacque Timberlake. Dr. Ariana Renee Dotson. Dr. Jessica Windsor. Dr. Amy K. Deerhard. Dr. Vivian Wankwo. Dr. Malcolm Davis. Dr. Denise Bullock. Dr. Adriana Marie Ware Hooker. Dr. Iyabo Adediran. Dr. Sandy L. Beasley Sullivan. Dr. Jessica De Lara Vallejo. Dr. Joy Miller. Dr. Toy Flynn. Dr. Gwendolyn Melinda Michelle Jefferson. Dr. Elizabeth Faye Wright. Dr. Kristen Lee Bemis. Dr. Allison Gamble. Dr. Linda Carol Teamer Baker. Dr. Chantrice Oliver. Dr. Francine Zisk. Dr. Karen James Lewis. Dr. Joan Michelle Boone Lucine. Dr. Erican Josephs Green. Dr. Paige Frost. Dr. David Njumbe. Dr. John Beraducci. Dr. Roy Liddell Rucker, Sr. Dr. James Egerson Harris. Dr. Kim Steele. Dr. Valita Gordon Eaton. Dr. Kenneth Ualaka. Dr. Safariu Koya. Dr. Ise Colley. Dr. Norman Grant. Dr. Marshall Ronique Yerby. Dr. Tony Lamar Williams. Dr. Nathan Taylor. Dr. Zelia Ortiz. Dr. Robert Sineski. Dr. Latoya Michelle Anthony. Dr. Samara Torres. Dr. Nadine Rhonda Prosper. Dr. Kate Cheney. Dr. Jennifer Harris Nyanfor. Dr. Yia Lor. Dr. Reverie Amy. Dr. Izodua Osoro. Dr. Navasha Martin. Dr. Lenore Riley. Dr. Livia Klein. Dr. Lucrecia Wanshe Kawiwa. Dr. Jessica Smith. Dr. Kathleen McGlynn. Dr. Kevin Omwange. Dr. Giovanna Happy. Dr. Konstantin Luko. Dr. Lena Belcher. Dr. Janelle Camino. Dr. Chiamaka Uzoma. Dr. Taufik Yusuf. Dr. Robert Kalugo. Betsy Dawkins Juliet. Dr. Funmilayo Efuntoye. Dr. Lillian Enude. Dr. Adeline Asonganyi. Dr. Oji Gibson. Dr. Shahida Megani. Dr. Imelda Okoli. Dr. Rosette Wakanabo. Dr. Musa Ahmed Mugenyi. Dr. Kimwan Johns. Dr. Agatha Okempa. Dr. Natalie B. Thibault Joffrey. Dr. Elizabeth Eziamaka. Dr. Delphine Siri. Dr. Jennifer Naoma Nwosu. Dr. Chidi Dallas Ihezue. Dr. Maria Goretti Numfor Ambe. Dr. Josephine Opara. Dr. Suja Paul. Dr. Fidelia Chukuto. Dr. Udenma Okafor. Dr. Doris Chinazo Dibia. Dr. Linda Nkeruka Ukwu. Dr. Margaret Melima Nesoa. Dr. Precious Mbala Malu. Dr. Peters Adu. Dr. Ngui Rita Etiendem. Dr. Marie Antoinette Chevron. Dr. Kelvin Okudiogor. Dr. Joy Oluwakemi Adeyemi. Dr. Gregory Njong. This concludes the recognition for the doctoral graduates.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral graduates. And we're going to sneak in a little opportunity to stretch a little bit here, and everyone stand up and give that 143 new doctors a round of applause. Take the chance to shake it out a little bit. There we go. To our doctoral graduates, the journey is finally complete. And we wish you the best in carrying Walden's social impact mission with you as you leverage your degree to make global change. And importantly, you set the example for all of our graduates today, showing them that a higher degree is indeed possible for each and every one of our master's and bachelor's graduates as well. These graduates will be the next to be recognized and to cross the stage today. And like all of the graduates who will cross this stage, they worked hard to be here. And their family and friends are here to share in this special moment with them. So I'd like to take this opportunity to emphasize that we can all lend them our support too by staying seated throughout our graduation ceremony. Every graduate is important to us, and honoring their accomplishments is why we are here today. And so, as a special token of our appreciation for your support in this effort, and to celebrate this magical milestone, we have a special Disney graduation commemorative button for every graduate who remains with us for the duration of the ceremony. And I gotta tell you, it's super cute. It says, "I'm celebrating graduation from Walden University." Little Mickey with his diploma in hand. You're gonna want this. We look forward to celebrating every single name called today. And so with that, will the bachelor's candidates please join me on stage for conferral of your degrees and to be recognized.
Siobhan Mann. Sharon Mann. Sharon Mann. Alicia Brown. Cherie L. Wazan. Raven Henderson. Latoya Mason. Zonalitha Carter Smoke. Christy Monique Brown. Joyce Wanjoey. April Marie Marcourt. Jennifer Rochelle Currett. Tiffany Fonseca. Monica Myers. Katrina Washington. Maureen Chepchumba Kiptum Boland. Kimoy Melissa Rohrbach. Ruth Soto. Oloronke Araje. Zainab Kagbo. Shannon Joelle Holnitz. Elizabeth Colley. Mabel Sampoa Boafo Anan. Aisha Kamara. Juliana Oteng Sefa. Songgong Dongmo. Javonte Smith Lee. Shonda Austin. Nicolina Asongakap. Khadija Renee Davis. Kinsey Seal. Chantal Osborne. Marlene Arroyo. Sanina Parks. Doralyn Madera. Sharday Johnson. Benkita Artesa Harrow. Kira Beth Spoor. Donna Moore. Anisha Lanique Strong. Kevin Harrison. Samantha Swindell. Janetta Curry. Alicia Harvin. Mohammed Bangura. This concludes the recognition for the bachelor's graduates.
And now will the master's candidates please join me on stage for conferral of your degrees and to be recognized.
Taria Phelps. Elizabeth E. Thompson. Alyssa Diane Beach. Carol Ibere Chukwuemeka Inyama. Lucille Rose Mene Rosks. Marchesa Watson. Charzette Marie Brown. Mohamed Fode Koroma. Saul Elihu Chiles. Amisha Matthews. Destiny Rivers. Alexandria Simone Gray. Dilham Kansidjan. Alicia E. Williamson. Blessing Eghujowo. Sheila Tolbert Hampton. Rachel Rosensteel. Andrew Fox. Bernardina Franklin. Rania Eldaba. Barbara Ann Batten. Ebony Heston. Crystal Topper. Cecilia Holmes. Gidleen Glazil. Tiara Susan Elaine King. Laurent Undre Jolly. Alicia Nicola Dixon. Cherie Givens. Gabrielle Lynn Perez. Paola Rivera Alberti. Angelette Jarvis. Cynthia M. Lopez. Chris Haley Campbell. Allison Elizabeth McMillan. Destiny Williams. Sandra Hanna. Kashif Jennings Berry. Charisse Rona Irving. Joshua Joseph Walker. Heather Blair. LaKenya Ratliff. Anna K. Scott. Lauren Ashley Cothran. Mallory Grace Komenczak. Morgan Celeste Godwin. Shakira Roach Thompson. Nordette Givens. Jiraporn Dolly Yerkes. Laritza Exposito Fuentes. Stephanie Marion Lurag. Sidoma McDonald. Stacy Ann Beckford Hunt. Iwana Marcielo. Kelly Rosa. Stephanie Alvarez. Nuruddin Owoduni. Sarah Truman Buckland. Prisma Pitts. Tamara Shante Neal. Krista Wright Rice. Ronika Brown. Ayana Willoughby. Amber Griffin. L'Oreal Simpson. Nakiria Watson Pope. Sardia Anderson. Tierra Jeter. Melissa Keon. Nayani Stobridge. Tony Marie Miller. Alexis Cherie Sauls. Morgan Hall. Melissa Olive. Tiffany Jones. Jory Brown. Kendra Stovall. Madison Bramblett. Lene Christian. Desislava Harriman. Matthew Solomon. Jessica L. Flores. Trudy Archon. Stephanie Lynn Landazzi. Christopher Jones. Yvette Connolly. Kaylee Brown. Lucinda Witherspoon. Natalie Russell. Sarah Ita Besson. Tara Masterson. Solomon Enoch. Priscilla Manning. Kisa Marie Hurd. Samaj Williams. Catherine Mills. Dontrevious Furley. Alicia Smith. Taylor Belcher. Dawn Rochelle Dedrick. Immaculada Onyewenyi. Trisha Achaya. Amanda Buck. Jerica Kane. Sylvia Barioni Yanez. Megan Elizabeth Jakey. Estela Yo Bakia. Ashley Midget. Alvaro Jaya. Jason Hamilton. Abner Maldonado. Latoya Monet Amoa. Kayla Stakari O'Neill. Belinda Shantae Jones. Stanley G. Quigley. Alexis Smith. Lisette Willis. Michelle Lizotte. Nicole Van Edie. Tricia Palmer. Wendy Coupette. Danielle Joyner Lucky. Kendra Fales. Richard Francis Slonsky. Willie Sly. Atasia Smith. Samantha Thea Carbonaro. Michaeli De Almeida. Vruti Patel. Jessica McClung Wasserman. Andrew Wilmot. Mary Grace Weeks. Shannon Porter Charles. Nakia Janine Moore Jones. Erica Wygant. Billy Lesperance. Miris Noel Hamua. DeAndrea Davis. May Catherine Lenario Villamarin. Lycos Laurent. Tracy Dodd. Virginia Marie March. Tina Nicole Lucas. Kathleen Marie Monsalud. Vanessa D. Means. Carrie Rose Trotter. Michelle Riggs Terrell. Aretha Lewis. Crystal Shuren. Sarah Jo Cade. Erica Naomi Cummings. Latavia Brown. Gerald Bellabenma. Itasia Pollard. Juanita Perkins. Ashley Torres. Marianne Enioji. Magda Koyman. Bernard Woodside Jr. Peter Gay Paterkin. Athena Morgan. Glory V. Cruzado Bautista. Latoria Robinson. Olufunmilayo Oyebode. Brianna Smith. Erica Cherie Tria Split. Megan Thomas. Camila Beasy. Rami Hawari. Janine Michelle Anderson. Latrice Outlaw. Patricia Okoye. Ogechukwu Onyekachukwu. Rodney Lance Witt. Star Opara. Amanda Brett Oliver. Carrie Brandis. Selui Nkosi. Abolanle Owoeye. Samantha Cardenas. Kamasha Richardson. Hagar Nar. Evelyn Neneng. Ijeoma Okonkwo. Sidoline Tayim Mbangwi. Charity Christian Polk. Nicole Renee Harris. Olive Jobet Alvarado. Amna Arshad. Lindsay Van Acker. Odette Mukamurabizi. Lauren Denise Lonergan. Kylie Bachelor. Morgan Walters. Ukeme Udo. Sabrina Mini Coronado. Jessica Kaler. Henry Genelus. Tawanda Arnold. Kiana Holden. Ga Ngang. April Michelle Strange. Anne-Marie Alare Kimbo. Rakaya Yazid. Jenny Lynn Giberson. Violet Cato. Taylor N. Hughes. John Paul M. Sanchez. Chizoba A. Ijoma. Chijioke Syriakus Ijoma. Lorena Peak. Nadine Mara Magsambo. Silas Oriedo. Gaudia Cynthia Jerry. Odinaka Anastasia Nwosu. Onyeka Uti. Edith Baiga. Deidre Lashana Halliburton. Fatmata Mansare. Tyreka Atkinson. Hope Solomon. Lakvir Kaur. Bukola Abiola. Pretty Ning. Patience again. Adil Jawed. Taz Lene Jones. Raya Courtney Chelsea Foster. Christina Reed Foster. Surjit Singh. Kelvin Odaji. Franklina Williams. Tanya Matos. Jaspreet Kaur. Emmeline Gweja Quenti Epsi Gam. Violet Allah. Clementine Mame Uete. Oluwanbimomi Eniola Adaramola. Farah Third. Tekelil Terega. Deborah Owino. Navoma Fonbisa. Bridget Kodua Adai. Anthea Ajumobi. Razia Fatima. Romonda Sandy. Vanessa Williams. Caroline Nalunga. Shakira Olanrewaju. Amber Dennis. Chanceline Buffy. Christopher M. Mumbua. Sheila Say. Justine Fomokong. Letisa Hill. Amudalat Labake King. Lilit Malumyan. Kiplingat Richard Sharuyat. Afi Kimberg. Linda Ekeinde. Kemunto Patricia Yangicha. Esther Mbakam. Gabrielle Julien. Easton Saveri. Keith DeWald. Catherine Ndidiamaka Omehi. Sanch Gerald Aragonés Sai. Chijioke Orizu. Portia Carson. Jemima Coomber. Masere Mansere. Sylvia Kilo. Adedapo Aribatise. Melanie Hudson. Dora Conte. Cynthia Chinenye Iheanacho. This concludes the recognition for the master's graduates.
What a great group of graduates. Woo! As we wait for the last group of graduates to find their seats, you might have noticed some amazing photos circulating online and displayed earlier today. These photos are a testament to your journey, your achievements, and the incredible people you've shared this experience with. Let's take a moment to enjoy a special tribute, a montage of some of our favorite graduate photos. Just going to take my time so that last graduate doesn't have to sprint to her seat. Graduates, please stand as you are able. They love you. As scholars and practitioners who have received doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degrees, you may now grasp your tassel and move them to the left side as a symbol of your academic achievement. Congratulations. And welcome to the Walden University alumni community. You are joining a global network of over 200,000 changemakers across 165 countries, and you should be immensely proud. This degree represents years of sacrifice, the late nights, the early mornings, squeezing in that discussion thread over your lunch break, and the perseverance required to balance work, family, and your education. Whether you are the first in your family to graduate, or you have defied the odds to be here, you have established a legacy of lifelong learning. But you didn't do this alone. There were people who helped you, doing the dishes, the laundry, taking care of the kids, Small and large acts cheering you on when you needed it. So we have reserved the biggest round of applause for the night, or the afternoon, morning, wherever we are. It's morning. Thank you for that reminder. For our family and friends, graduates, please turn and give your family and friends that round of applause they deserve. As I was walking over here yesterday, I saw a young lady wearing a t-shirt that said, "I survived my mom's PhD." So for that young lady, let's prove it to her that the sacrifice was worth it. And prove it to all those family and friends that their sacrifice and your sacrifice was worth it. Don't just carry your degree, use it. Be the person who steps up, acts with integrity, and creates lasting social impact. Take your light and shine it brightly. Congratulations, and thank you all for being a part of this milestone celebration. We will now conclude Walden's 74th commencement ceremony, and I have just one more set of directions. I ask that you all please remain in place, enjoying the music and the moment. Dancing is strongly encouraged. You've earned it. Until the platform and the faculty have both left the auditorium. Grand Marshal Dr. Freeman, please lead us. Congratulations again to our graduating class.